Hey everyone, Mike and Beth at the cider table, and today we are tasting Fall Spice from Threadbare, which is the cidery right here in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it's one of our favorite places. Threadbare opened about a year ago, and just a real quick history lesson on Threadbare because I think it's a really cool story about where they came from. About 5 years ago, a family here in Pittsburgh started a distillery called Wiggle Whiskey. And in that time, they've grown, in the past 5 years, they've grown from a place where the first time I walked in, there was 3 or 4 members of the family sitting behind a table, and they had one product on the shelves. And now I think they probably have, probably 20 different SKUs of product. It's amazing what they've done. They make whiskeys, they make ryes, they make vodkas, gins, apple liqueurs, ginger liqueurs. I mean, all sorts of really, really interesting and award-winning products. Super nice family, and we love what they've done on the distilling side. And then about 2 years ago, we heard some rumbling they were going to open a cidery. And then a year ago, what happened, Beth?
It opened.
That's right, and that's Threadbare Cidery, and that's over on the north side of Pittsburgh. If you find yourself in Pittsburgh, it's an awesome place to visit. Really nice people. They make some great ciders, and I think they're doing awesome things here for the Pittsburgh cider scene.
And it's a really neat location, and they do have a small kitchen where they're doing pizza, cheese boards, and it's really family friendly too. So we enjoy going there for dinner and taking the kids.
Yeah, they love it there too. When we say we're going to Threadbare, they get super excited. So enough about the history lesson, enough about the Wiggle distillery. Let's talk about this Threadbare cider. So this is Fall Spice from Threadbare, as Beth said before. Just came out about a month ago. What do you think about this one, Beth?
Well, first, I love the color. It's a nice golden color. And then you get apple and spice on the nose.
Yeah, it's like general baking spice. It doesn't hit you right in the face when you smell it. But definitely apples, which is cool because it's a cider. Always nice to taste the apples in that. And for me, you get hit up front with some sweetness, and then it transitions pretty quickly into spice, and then finishes tart and a little bit dry, maybe a little bit tannic. Not a ton of tannins. But there's definitely some dryness going on there.
Yep.
The thing that sticks out to me is the flavor is more like a caramelized apple flavor, and the color too almost looks caramelized. I don't know how that happened. Just maybe the way it got spiced or just the color of the apples. But I think like baked apples you would get like as a side dish at a restaurant sometimes. That baked rich apple flavor, a little bit sweet. A little bit of cinnamon flavor, but certainly not overwhelming.
No, and I think again that this is subtle in the spice and not overly sweet, so I think it would lend itself to pairing with food very well. And there is a holiday coming up, one of our favorites, Thanksgiving, and I think this would work really well, especially maybe with the appetizer round. It would pair nicely with a cheese board that you're going to put out, some snacks, a nice welcoming cider for people to sip on as they're snacking and waiting for the main meal. Yeah,
so like as you were talking, I was thinking like roasted nuts or dried fruits, things like that. You just have out for people to snack on. It's also in a nice sized bottle, which is awesome when you have people when you're entertaining, having a nice big bottle to be able to pour out for everybody. I really think that's cool. And one appetizer that I love to make is a baked brie en croûte. I don't speak French, so I don't know if that's very close or not, but I'm going to give a quick recipe here because I think this is super easy and awesome for everyone who likes to cook. Take a brie, a small brie, you can get them at Trader Joe's or wherever, cut it in half, and I put a cranberry chutney in. We're going to be putting a recipe up for that soon. Put the cheese back together, wrap it in puff pastry, and you bake it at 375, I think, for, 30 minutes or so. It comes out, it's super oozy, and this would be awesome with that, especially if you put a little bit of cinnamon in that chutney. That'd be really awesome because it would play off that same thing. And that creamy cheese, a little bit of sweet, a little bit of tart. The tartness would help cut that. I think we're going to give that a shot this year. What do you think?
Definitely.
Yeah. So, anything else, Beth, about this cider?
No, I think it's a very well-made, nicely balanced cider. And if you find yourself in Pittsburgh, definitely check out the great things that Threadbare is doing.
No doubt about it. So, we are going to be posting this video on our YouTube channel. It's going to be on our website, thecidertable.com. Check them both out. Check out Threadbare. Check out Wiggle Whiskey. And like I said, there's going to be some recipes coming out about some of the stuff that we're making around Thanksgiving, so check out for those as well.
Cheers.
Cheers.